Rolando Salinas joins us right now. He is the Democratic mayor of Eagle Pass, Texas. Right now, he has issued an emergency declaration as the migrant crisis certainly builds in his neck of the woods. Mayor, very good to have you. How are things today?
Happy to be here. Good afternoon. Things are a bit chaotic, to say the least, here in Eagle Pass, Texas. It's been like that the last couple days. Very disappointing situation. We're trying to do our best here to maintain the peace, maintain order. That's my number one priority as a mayor of this city. This is a great city, so I'm trying to maintain the peace. Our economy, local economy, is taking a hit. We're doing the best we can.
All right, now this emergency declaration, you were obviously overwhelmed in just the last few days. What happened?
We have thousands of people coming into the country through Piedras Negras, which is the Mexican counterpart, into Eagle Pass, and we just can't sustain thousands of people coming in. We're a city of approximately 28,000 people. To have that amount of people roaming our streets, it's unacceptable. We have a limited resources, limited police force, fire, EMS. So it's disappointing to see all these people come in without a consequence. That's kind of what gets me. They're coming in kind of like a come one, come all kind of situation. And it's very disheartening to see this happening, especially here in the city of Eagle Pass.
Do you reach out to anyone in Washington, to the White House, to Homeland Security for help?
I've reached out to our representatives. I've been in touch with our congressman, Tony Gonzalez. He's done very good things for Eagle Pass. I've been in touch with the state, with DPS, the governor's office. They have been helpful to Eagle Pass by sending in additional help. We need all the help we can get just to maintain order and maintain the peace here in our city. But it has taken a toll. One of the bad things that happened is that CBP had to close one of our bridges. We have two international bridges. Bridge 1 had to be closed, and that not only messes with the peace and safety of the community, but also the economy. You close that bridge, you're directly impacting the economy of Eagle Pass and also the state economy. You have thousands of commerce trucks that come in through Eagle Pass in Mexico. So you're not only affecting the safety, but also the local and state economy.
You know, Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas says there's not a crisis going on. The administration does not seem particularly alarmed by what's been happening. How do you feel about that?
Whoever says that there's not a crisis going on is 100%. That's not true. It is obvious. I'm telling you, as a mayor of the city, there is a crisis. What's happening here is not normal. That this shouldn't happen in any city in the United States, because we're a nation of laws. People should be able to come here legally. We're all for that. I'm sure everybody agrees. But to have thousands of people come in without consequence, that should not be allowed in the United States. And again, I'm just disappointed in the system.
Would you welcome a visit by the President of the United States? You know, he's been to the border, but he never ran across any migrant when he was. Should he be there? Should he at least show his face and you get a chance to show him what's going on, what you're dealing with?
Absolutely. I've been saying that for the last 2 years. Look, here in Eagle Pass, we feel abandoned. We shouldn't have to be dealing with this. This is a federal issue. I should be having to deal with economic development. There's other good things going on in Eagle Pass, Texas. Shouldn't have to be dealing with an immigration crisis. And it would be nice, and I have made that invitation to President Biden, our Vice President, anyone from the administration, please come visit Eagle Pass. At the very least, you know what's going on. Acknowledge the situation. Put out a statement. Call me, call us, let us know what you're doing to deter and control the situation. At the very least, somebody up there in the White House needs to put out a statement giving us a plan of action. I haven't had that.
So Republicans have been saying that the president really wants these illegals in the country. They say that can be the only explanation for his hands-off behavior. What do you think of that?
I don't know what the president is thinking, but it's obvious that there's no consequence to thousands of people coming into the United States of America. It's disappointing that we live in an age where this is happening right now in the border and here in Eagle Pass, because Eagle Pass is a great city. I'm very proud to be the mayor of the city of Eagle Pass, and at the same time, I'm disappointed that the government is letting this happen.
All right, well, you speak your mind, Mayor, and you've got a lot on your plate. We appreciate you taking the time you just did right now to explain all you've got on your plate. Rolando Salinas is the Eagle Pass, Texas mayor, trying to deal with a crisis that, as he pointed out, is now out of control and then some. Stay with us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.